Hi there, Amit here for Advice Media, and what we have here is the LG G2 Android smartphone, and we are going to run a few benchmark tests on this device. This smartphone comes with very high-end processor, and the first test which we are going to do is the Antutu benchmark test. As you can see, there are no other applications running in the background. Let's proceed with the test. Let me just enable the internet on this smartphone so that we can check out the results and also compare it with the other smartphones. So let's start the test, and we're going to run a custom test which is actually going to perform all the mentioned tests in the new benchmark application, that's Antutu Benchmark 4.0. The test has been completed, and as you can see, the device has a score of 32,731, which is by far the best Antutu benchmark score which we have seen on these Android smartphones. The second best is the HTC One, followed by the Note 2, followed by the Samsung Galaxy S4 and the Note 2. So overall, in terms of the benchmark scores, this device is on number 1 as of now. Obviously, we can see a head-to-head comparison with the Xperia Z1, the Note 3 and the LG G2, but we will be comparing all of these later on in the next video. As of now, this was a quick benchmark test using the Antutu application. Let me just close up all the applications in the background and run the second test using the Quadrant Standard benchmark test application. Let's run a full benchmark test. The test has been completed. Let's just submit these scores and then let's compare the results. Surprisingly, this application doesn't show the results from the other top-end smartphones like the S4 or the Note 3 or the Xperia Z1 or the HTC One. It just shows that this device has a total score of 18,285, and which is compared with the HTC One X, which obviously has a very low score. Let's proceed with the third test using the other benchmark application, that's the GeeksBench 3. It clearly says that the model number is LGE LGD802, which comes with Android 4.2.2, which is actually a big negative aspect for this smartphone, because all of the other smartphones which are launched this month at least, like the Note 3 and the Z1, came with Android 4.3, while this one comes with just 4.2.2. And since the 4.3 update was actually towards security, LG should quickly push the 4.3 version, or else it would be a big disaster again for these super smartphones which come up from LG, but they always end up not getting in the top selling range. So the benchmark test, that's the GeeksBench, is going on, and I'll just take you to the end of this benchmark test. The test has been completed, and it says that the total score is 729 for the single core test, and for the multi-core benchmark test it's 2054, which is again pretty decent compared to the other test which we had run and the results from the different devices which we have used in the past. Let's go to the final test using a application called 3D Mark, which would actually test the device in multiple ways, and it's a cross-platform benchmark test for smartphones. This is a powerful test which would test your device in terms of the gaming. So as you can see, one version is the iStorm, which is device-to-device comparison of mainstream devices up to using 720p graphics, which is The extreme test is for 1080p graphics, and iStorm Unlimited is something for chip-to-chip comparisons of chipsets, CPUs and GPUs using fixed time step tests. Let's proceed with the iStorm Unlimited test, because this is something which is actually a powerful device and we can complete the whole test using this benchmark application. So the test has completed. As you can see here, it says that the total score is 14,804 and it says good news. This is one of the most powerful devices around and everything seems to be working normally. The iStorm score is 14,804 and it has given some information around this device. While you can see that it's being compared with the Sony Xperia Z Ultra, which had an average score of around 16,701, the device that's LG G2 has a total score of 14,804, which is almost somewhere around near, while the Note 3 Exynos octa-core edition is at 14,281. So overall, as you can see, we have the list of top 5 devices here, and out of which the LG G2 is on number 3 in the top charts. So that was a benchmark test series on the LG G2 Android smartphone. Do like this video if you appreciate our efforts, and let us know in the comment section if you have any queries around this Android smartphone. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Advice Media for more.